What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weekly Huddle. I'm your boy Bear Down Rick, alongside my co-host Jay, the producer. Jay, what's going on, man? How's your week going? I know we're a little early, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
But what's
yeah.
going on?
No, all good, man. Good Friday to the people out there. We actually had it off today, so I've been chilling. I hit the gym in the morning. Then we started doing some yard work, man. I'm waiting. I bought a blowtorch, like a flamethrower, basically. I
Flamethrower.
got a yeah, man. So I was seeing online. You can kill weeds much faster with that, and like it gets to the roots and all this shit. So we're trying to fix up the backyard. Now that summer's coming up. Trying to get the pool back up and running. So yeah, I had to do some yard work. So I'm
It's
kind of
funny you mentioned
tired.
that flamethrower thing because I was actually thinking that they actually use that. Well, I was watching videos. When you go down the YouTube rabbit hole, people were
Oh yeah,
taking them
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
melt the snow. They were just use. But I see people. Did you get the one that you have to get the propane tank and you connect it to the propane tank and you
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
around with
yeah.
it? All
Well,
right.
no, mine has a hose. I connected to my actual propane tank. I mean, there's ones that like that you can put the little tiny one, like a
Oh,
portable. It's
the
portable.
propane, like the
Yeah, yeah,
propane.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I got the cheaper one. You got to walk with the hose and carry around the the heavy ass propane tank with you. That's the one I
So how?
got.
So did it work good though? Like, did it work? Was it efficient? Did it do its job or?
No, I haven't received it.
Oh,
So we
oh,
like
you
we
waiting for it? Okay, you waiting for it?
yeah, I'm waiting for it. I've been we were like cleaning up, preparing ourselves because it's supposed to arrive today. We're hoping that it arrives, pretty early so we can get this it started. But we started cleaning the little the backyard area, the fridge, the barbecue area, just cleaning
Yeah.
everything up. So when tomorrow the shit comes, I just you know, kill all that shit and throw some new rock and we got a whole shit plan, man.
Hey man, that's the life of being a homeowner, right? Like you just never,
Yeah, facts, facts, facts.
never evolving, never ending, just changing things up, doing things. So you put in the pool bag. I know you took it down for purposes, and now
Yeah,
you
yeah,
put it
yeah,
back
yeah,
up,
yeah. Yeah,
and
it's
now
got to
you
go
put
back up, man. Because man,
yes.
down here is like, man, bro, if you don't keep yourself at home, busy doing yourself, like entertaining yourself in your own backyard, man, you step out that door, you spending $200, $300 in a blink of an eye, man. So
I think I think if I can speak for
shit,
most people, I think that's almost everywhere in the country right now.
yeah, man.
You blink and
Yo,
you spend $100. You blink and you spend a
yeah,
hundred
man.
dollars.
Yeah, it's just saying, like tonight, right? I told the kids and Chris, oh, let's have like a little game night. But obviously, you gotta buy food, you gotta cook. Watch, she's gonna go out now. I said that for like two minor things. She's gonna come back home that she spent like I don't know $100.
60.
Something like
Or
yeah,
text me. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna guess a number, and then you're gonna text me later. Like,
yeah, yeah,
did I
yeah.
go
It's
over?
crazy.
So I'm gonna put $78. I'm at 78. I'm going under. I'm doing the under.
Probably
78 under. I'm
shit.
running under.
Yeah. Well, no, we got to buy a bottle too though. So you gotta
Okay,
you
so then
gotta you gotta include that.
okay,
So that's why I was saying 100.
okay, so all right, 110, under 110.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
my.
but yeah, that's watch. It's gonna be like that. And then the other day, gas was expensive. Well, gas is expensive everywhere.
Yeah.
It just hit $4 for a Ford 10, and
Oh
I'm
wow.
crying like, yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, again, you got that mini SUV now, right? You got the. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
listen,
but
my Toyota Camry. That boy giving me a good. I mean, it's really good on gas. I got the hybrid, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm middle aged man. I got a hybrid where I'm not spending gas like these guys driving the Rangos or the Pathfinders. I'm chilling. I'm still dropping $28, $29. So I'm still good.
that's what's up, man. Shit, hybrid nowadays, I'm pretty sure it's great.
Yeah, man. People don't realize like my car's on and it don't even look like it's on. People be like, "Is that car on? It's on." You just don't notice it's on because
Right, right. No, facts,
it be
facts,
idle.
facts.
It be idle.
Hey,
Be idle.
so before we get into sports, I know it's baseball season. I know we said we're gonna touch on a little bit on each episode. How you feeling? I mean, I know it's super early in the baseball world in the season, but anything standing out? Like, I don't know how the Yankees
No.
looking.
Yeah, no. I think funny enough, I looked at the standings yesterday. just to kind of get a glimpse of it. No, I think the usual suspects are top. Yankees are top of the division. The I don't know if the Dodgers are on top of the division. Again, it's super early. Right now.
Speaking of, I'm sorry, bro. Speaking of the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. You know how he's always hitting home runs all over the place.
Yeah.
I saw a post the other day. This year, so far, he's cost bettors like $1.1 million on because I mean they bet these guys bet on like anytime home runs and on
Yeah.
home runs, and I think he's doing bad. I think he's not hitting home runs like last year, but he's
Yeah.
costing people a lot of money, man. I don't bet that shit. That's like betting
listen,
it's like betting the anytime touchdowns.
but I think this is even more critical. People don't realize, man, that baseball, like, I forgot the statistics, but man, if you like hit a ball like one out of like every 6-7 times, you're like I gotta look at the exact data, but when I looked at it and I heard about it, it's crazy. Listen, baseball, believe it or not, I think hitting a baseball is the hardest thing.
Bro, the best batters, they hit 300. So that's 30%. That's 30%. Out of every 10, they're gonna hit 3 balls. 30%, and that's considered elite. Yeah, they say hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the most one of the sports where you fail the most, and I'm sure it has to deal. It messes with them mentally a lot, like because imagine you have to mentally overcome that, where you know that hey, I'm gonna fail more often than not, and still go out there and do my thing. But yeah, no, listen, Ohtani, man, listen, these guys go through this slump, man. These guys, they get a hot streak, and when they get hot, but then they get a cool out period. So yeah, baseball is definitely one of those sports where it humbles you quick, especially at that batter's box. And yeah, I don't know if I would want to, if you tell me like, do you want to hit a baseball or do you want to do something else? I think hitting a baseball would probably be one of my last things I would want to do.
No, facts. That's just hard. Yo, listen, I went to a batting cage one time. I think I put it like at, I don't know, 60 or 70 maybe. I don't know. No, that's too fast. I put it like 60 or 50 or 60. Anyways, man, I with the little contact that I did make, bro, that shit hurt. Like it hurts your hands. Like I mean, maybe because it was a metal bat or something, but like it hurts. Like imagine these guys hitting balls that are coming at you 100 miles, like literally 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
hitting that shit. No, that's crazy.
And listen, and they're not, and just like how we mentioned, athletes are getting stronger, pitchers are getting stronger. You're seeing kids at 16 years old throwing at like 95 miles an hour in some aspects. So yeah, that ball's coming faster. I mean, I don't know if Dion said it, but they say sometimes the ball will look like a tic tac. It'll come in and it'll look like it'll be distorted. So yeah, no, listen, hitting the baseball is difficult. But speaking of a sport, a little not off topic here with another sport, but golf. Funny enough, we went out. When was it Saturday? We went to a simulated golf thing.
I thought you were gonna call. I thought you were gonna talk about your boy Tiger.
Yo, listen, man. I actually watched the video.
How you got that much money and you still driving yourself? First of all, like. And he looks crazy. He looked like he was on some shit.
Oh yeah, no, listen, man. Again, it sucks because it's crazy. It sucks being that famous because everything you do wrong is like to the 10th degree. Like, I mean, imagine us having a camera, people following us, but nevertheless, yeah, I was watching.
At the end of the day, he fucking up.
But I think he's got a problem. So I looked up because one of the things that he was doing a lot is he had hiccups and that he was like twitching a lot. And I actually Googled it and they say that's a side effect from opioids, like from doing that. But remember, that boy's has so many that boy's has so many. Again, I'm not saying he was on, just hypothetically, like suspectively, like he's, probably, but that man has so many surgeries. And believe it or not, man, there's a lot of people out there that battle with the pill stuff because they had like surgeries.
Of course. It's not believe it or not. I think, bro, it's the number one addiction, bro. Opiates is running wild. It's rampant. It's rampant.
It's crazy. Yeah, but Tiger, man, listen, man. Yeah, that boy needs to. He checked into, I think, a rehab again. But Man, it's crazy, man.
He,
Yeah, he
he,
needs to
he
get it
might
going.
be he might be over there with Puka. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, but really quickly here. So I went to the simulated
Yeah. Tell
golf
me. Yeah.
thing.
Tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the simulated golf place, and I actually really have fun, man. I had some fun.
That shit
It's a
wasn't weird though. Like hitting the ball and wait. But is it the one where you hit the real ball into the
yeah, you hit
screen?
the real ball. It's like it looks like a real grass. It's got the
Right.
big
Right.
simulator, but you also get
But
to
that
play
shit
different. Huh?
that shit wasn't weird when you hit it and it hits the screen. Like,
No, you don't feel it. It doesn't fit. And out of that, you get to play like games. Like there's other like games that you
mm,
guys can play. There's one game where like there was a bunch of cars and you gotta hit the ball and land in certain spots and it gives you points and you guys play against
okay.
everybody.
All right.
So it's a really good. It was actually
Who'd
really
you go
fun,
with?
man. I had fun.
You went with the who you went?
Well, yeah, I went with Annette, Annette's sister, Annette's niece,
Okay.
her boyfriend. Yeah, it was like maybe I think that the bay was 6 people. Speaking of spending money, I mean the bay for 2 hours was almost $200. So imagine, and
Yeah.
then you have food, and if I was drinking water, luckily most of the time, but even if I had like an old fashioned, it's like 13, $14. So man, it was yeah,
Trust
when
me,
that
bro.
bill
Trust me.
came,
We went bowling the other day and same thing. Bro, I even bought the damn bowling tickets on Groupon. Thinking I was gonna save some money, right? I did. I saved some money on the bowling, but then
yeah,
by the time you know it, I had bought a sampler. It was the four of us, and Jade, like he's not around as often, now because he's got a girlfriend, he's got school, he's got work. So the little moments that I get, I want to really really have fun and like not
yeah,
really care about how much I'm spending and this and that. So yeah, man. But I mean, I didn't spend a ton, but the sampler and like a few sodas was like $100. I'm like,
that's
bro,
it,
I'm just
man.
bowling, and yeah, and I thought I was trying to be as cheap as possible. Damn, they always find a way to
I
get you,
mean,
man.
now the $100 is
Anyway,
the new 20. The $100 is the new $20 bill, my
right.
friend.
So
So
you would recommend the whole golfing thing?
yeah, especially if you're going with a group of people that you really you cool to
Now, do
be
you like it?
around. You
Now,
guys having
now, do you
fun.
think it's better? Now, do you think it's better that or Top Golf? Because Top
This
Golf, you get the
I
okay,
prefer
okay.
this because Top
Why?
Golf is
Why?
just because Top Golf is just you're just smacking the crap out of the ball. You just wow, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one
yeah.
you can actually simulate like an actual golf course where you're hitting the ball. It tells you that your hole's 200 yards and you actually got to bring your own clubs. I don't have clubs, so Annette's niece brought her clubs because she likes to golf. Out here, they like to golf, man. A lot of people they actually go out to the
Wait,
golf course.
they don't let you
No, they
rent
don't
them?
have rental. This is not like bowling or nothing like that. This is like you got to bring your own
Oh,
golf club.
damn. So you
And
gotta be
so,
serious about this shit.
well, you got to come with someone that really that likes it. I'm assuming,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
she brought her pair, man, and then it tells you what club you should use and how far you are, and you hit the ball, and then it actually creates teams. You can do teams like 3 against 3. So it was fun. It was actually pretty cool. It was competitive, especially if you like being competitive with certain things. It was fun. It was a good time.
All
So,
right,
and
that's
you're
what's
not
up.
outside
That's
in the
what's up.
sun. You're not outside in the
Right,
hot
right. And the
dealing with.
heat, man. Yeah, it's starting to get crazy over here in Miami. But hey, it is what it is, man. So going back to sticking golf, we touched a little bit on Tiger Woods. Now let's talk about another young fella who unfortunately is back in the news. Mr. Puka Nakua. Now he's being checked in, or according to his attorney, he was already in rehab. Whether he was already in rehab or he's checking himself into rehab now, clearly there are signs that things are starting. I wouldn't say crumble or but this guy, come on, man, too young for this. And I know we talked about it. I know young, one of the best athletes in the NFL and now in LA. You put all that together, man. Recipe for disaster for a lot of these young kids.
Yeah, man. It just shows you, at least for me, man, the aspect of life where you're just like, you know, you think that money's gonna solve your problems. You think that it runs deeper, man. Sometimes having money for the wrong people, it actually fuels things that they probably shouldn't be doing. It's crazy because I watched him with Julian Edelman a couple weeks ago. Man, he looked sane. He looked good. He looked healthy. He looked
Yeah.
sound. He wasn't, so you just never know what people are going through behind closed doors. But yeah, I guess or can this be a PR move? Can that be? I don't want to play the devil advocate. Remember, he just got that incident with biting that girl. can
I
there
mean, but
be like,
what does this do? Does this
well,
soften the blow somehow?
it shows
It
it like,
shows
hey,
remorse.
remorse, like, hey, he's seeking help. Again, I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. I'm not saying that's the case, but could it be?
At the end of the day, let's say you are right, right? Let's say this is a stunt to try to show all the remorse and get a lesser sentence or whatever, right? Damn, I just completely lost my train of thought. At the end of the day, he still did it. These things were still done. That's like if
Yeah,
whether you in rehab or not, bro, like you still get the girl or whatever you did to the girl. You know what I'm saying? Like you drunk, something terrible happened. You got drunk, bro. You still did it. I'm in
yeah,
rehab. I
yeah,
mean, all right, you still did it though. Good job, but I guess, but you still did this shit. So I don't know, man. He's slowly fumbling the bag in a way. I think the Rams will still. I think at the end of the day he'll still get his money. I think this is just being young and dumb, to be honest with you, because Puka's been this dude for since he came in the league. He's
yeah,
been this good. It's just now he's been doing it for so long. Now he's just not Puka Nakua, the rookie. Now he's Puka Nakua who runs LA, bro. He's
yeah,
on the Rams. He's on the Rams, and everywhere he goes, they just love Puka. Puka, bro. So this is a little bit of fame, getting to his head. He's gonna slow down. Somebody's gonna put him in the corner. Hey, calm your ass down. You fumbling the bag. Look at Jay said what he got.
yeah.
Now this is ammunition for the Rams to say, hey, you wildin', bro. I can't give you JSN money. I
Yeah, I
cannot
can't give you
trust
all
you.
that. I can't give you all that money. So
Right.
yeah, man.
So,
He's got, again. He's got two roads to go down. Is he gonna go down that road where he's gonna mess up on that opportunity, or is he gonna go down the road and try to correct himself? Because he's still young, like you say. He's only
of
22 years
course.
old, man. Young
Of course,
kid.
man. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
again, it's just it sucks. But hey, it's just life, man. They're humans. They go through stuff. And again, hopefully he fixes this out and figures it out to some extent, and
Yeah, yeah.
and gets it corrected, man.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He just got to humble himself, man. And I think something like this, does humble a person. But
You hope.
at the end of the day,
You
I mean,
you
that's what I'm
hope.
saying. That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, he's gonna have to continue making the right decision. So
Yeah,
yeah, you would hope so.
yeah.
But hey, we'll see. Hey, good.
Speaking of another guy, look at Diggs, right? Diggs actually going to trial or something like that for
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that he did as well. So another individual that has had the opportunity, the blessing of playing that sport and making a lot of finances and just making stupid decisions. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, man, it's
Nice.
it's
That's a
it's
good
out
point.
there.
And unfortunately, it happens to a lot of a lot of these young athletes. Not just in football, but in basketball. The guy. Okay. I meant to bring this up to you.
Yeah,
Jaden Ivy. Did you hear
yeah,
about Jaden Ivy? Okay.
yeah. I did.
Like, did the Bulls go too far with his comments? I mean, last I heard, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, right?
Yeah, I support
I
Ivy
mean,
100%. I'm behind him 100% in what his statements
okay.
are.
So
Again,
in your opinion, the Bulls definitely went too far to releasing the man.
again, you're you're comparing. Okay, look at, for example, Stephon Diggs accused of hitting somebody, accused of I don't know what else he has. He's still on a team,
He's
and
still on the
just
team. No,
because
he got released, but not because of that. He just got released
no,
because he's just old or whatever.
oh
He
the
still got to play.
but
He still got to play in the Super Bowl, and,
exactly.
and, and his trial was going on.
And then I think there's a man that's expressing what he believes, his faith, and what he stands for. And again, just using words, he wasn't bashing them. He wasn't bashing the LGBTQ community in the sense he wasn't bashing them specifically. He was saying, "Hey, I don't support this." It's just like any other person. Like, hey, if my conviction, if I don't believe in that, which you have the right to with anybody, you should be able to respect that and let that man believe what he wants to believe, right? Calling him crazy or calling him a hatred, it to me is wild because, like I said, the man has the right to believe what he wants to believe. Just like you have a belief, everybody has a belief. He has a right to express
Now,
himself.
no- now, don't, now, don't you? Because I feel like these communities, right? The LGBT, the all these little communities, right? they put on so much pressure. Do you think that companies should yield to the amount of pressure that these communities give? For example, like I think in this very situation, was it the Bulls saying, "Man, immediately we got to get rid of this. We got to get this guy off the team," or LGBT just saying, "Why is this guy on the team? I'm going to boycott," and they just worried about the bottom dollar at the end of the day, not what they believe.
Well, I mean, I think
Did that make sense? I think
I think the Bulls reacted, but I think again, from what I've been hearing, the Bulls also said that he's in the locker room, preaching his beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, but of course they're gonna say that now. I mean, they're gonna try to spin it to however where they whatever fits
basically
their
with
best.
the NBA, not just the Bulls, the NBA, they're just trying to get ahead of it because they don't want to be the scapegoat. They want him to be the scapegoat for this. They want him to be the scapegoat of that. Now, unfortunately, this man's career is in jeopardy. For him believing what he wants to be.
They called it conduct detrimental to the team. What did he do? How was it detrimental to the team?
So a man that beats a woman and that's still on the team is not detrimental to a team, right? A man a man that's in a reckless driving or homicide because he killed somebody because he was drinking and driving, but is still on the team is not a detriment to the team. Again, I just really believe, and again, this is just my belief. The Bible says that, the gospel is foolishness to man. So they don't want to hear it, and anything that goes against that, they're gonna push against that. So yeah, I just think that's what it is, man. It's they're trying to get ahead of it because they don't want the LGBT community to come after them. And yeah, again, like you said, they have this power.
Right. So that was my question. Like, let's say the Bulls believed in freedom of speech. The Bulls believed that every player has their opinion. The Bulls believed in that, right? And they're not okay with the comment because they know the backlash they're going to get, but they're going to stick to their guns and say each player has their own opinion. As long as he can play ball, he'll be on this team.
Yeah.
So okay, but what I'm saying, so the question is, should these communities have that much power and pressure that the Bulls change their mind?
No.
So why do companies allow that? Because you just said because now they're getting ahead of it, and then because they're afraid of what the LGBT community is gonna say.
Because society is moving in that it's moved in that fashion where if you have a different voice, if we preach freedom and acceptance, but yet it's only one-sided. That's what I'm seeing in society. If you're not going with the grain, if you're going against the grain in society, then you're preaching hate. But this is what it is. It's just society is going. If you're not going with it, you're against it. Then you're not. You can't have a word. You can't have your thoughts or your opinion. And that's the sad part. And I think that's where this is going. And it's crazy. A man can't speak his belief and what he believes in, his conviction, and now he's getting removed from the thing. But I don't want to ruffle feathers here, but if it was somebody else in another religion, if somebody from Islam would have said something like, "Hey, I'm not doing that," would he have received the same backlash? If he's like, "Yo, I'm Muslim, I can't do that." I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely a very interesting topic, and a topic that, man, if you open this shit up to the floor, man, you'll have 10 million opinions, and that's what's so good about these type of topics. And that was a good one. I like that one. All right, so moving on here a little bit. Go tell me.
No, I think that's where I think we should be at in this world. We should be able to talk, even though we don't agree. Sure. We should be able to talk to each other and respectfully and have conversation. But yeah, let's move on. Move on to the next topic.
100%. All right. I know we sidetracked there a little bit, guys, but hey, that's what you get in this show here. We squirrel. One topic leads to another, and then we'll bring it back though. Don't worry, we'll bring it back. So back to football here. Talk to me about this one, man. This one was very shocking. We talked about it a little bit throughout the week here, but I have my opinion on it. Go ahead and give me yours first.
So my first initial reaction was, what? Why? But I had to sit back and think of who.
No, my first reaction was like, yo, Kirk Cousins always getting paid. No matter what, this man always getting the money. Oh my God. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So I had to sit back and think about who's involved in this transaction. Brady is a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, right? And we all know how Brady feels about a young quarterback or rookie quarterback playing. We know that based upon all the statements that Brady has made is, hey, a rookie quarterback should not start. He should be sitting behind somebody, even if it's 5 games, 6 games, 8 games. So after I remembered that, I said, this makes sense. And then I know we're seeing that big number of 172 million, but I think it's only 1 year guaranteed for like 20 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
A lot of it is more incentives. So they're bringing in a very savvy, respectful, a guy that can get you some wins, man. Kirk Cousins is smart. In for $20 million, have Mendoza sit behind him, watch the game, and if Kirk Cousins plays like booty in week 5, week 6, then you bring in the young kid. I think I just think they're creating a good environment, in my opinion, for this young kid Mendoza coming in, where there's not that pressure of, I got to play on my first game and I got to perform. He's going to be able to sit back and watch a true professional. But what's your thoughts? What you think?
You had a lot. You had a lot of great points there. I don't think this is even about wins and losses or how Kirk can carry it for a little bit until I think it has nothing. It's zero to do with that. I think this is all about Kirk Cousins' professionalism, the way he carries himself. He's a family man. He's never in any drama. He's a football guy. We all saw that documentary of QB something. I don't know what that was called. And that's when I started feeling like, damn, bro, Kirk Cousins is like a good ass human being. And that's exactly what a young rookie quarterback, chosen number 1 overall, Mendoza needs. That's what it's all about right there. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady was thinking about it like when he had Drew Bledsoe in his locker room. You know, he was learning behind Drew Bledsoe how to become a professional, how this game works, how to study it, how to go hard. This is exactly what this young kid needs. Listen, he'll be there for I don't know, because nowadays these rookie quarterbacks, they come in and they start right away. This is a different NFL. So I don't know what their approach is going to be, but I'll be fine with either one. You know, as long as you got Kirk, in his back pocket, that he can always count on him. I would throw Mendoza out there if he's ready. We'll see. He's been looking damn nice. Have you seen any of his
pro day?
Pro day. Oh man, that boy got a cannon, man. He
looked good. Miami boy from 305. Miami boy.
So listen, they got something building over there, man. They got something building over there. I think Tom Brady running the shit. I think he knows what he wants in players.
And what I appreciate about Brady is that he doesn't say one thing and do something else. He's doing what he preaches and how he feels about the game. With that, like you said, that rookie quarterback. Again, I think that if in training camp and Mendoza just outshines Kirk Cousins to the point, I don't see I can see them putting in Mendoza. But I think that this is a brilliant plan for a young rookie quarterback. You're bringing in a new head coach. You're kind of mirroring all things together. So
absolutely.
Hopefully,
perfect.
And you got the running back there. You still got Mad Max. Mad Max is probably going to come back. Listen, man. Listen, Las Vegas, I think they got awarded 2029 Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl will be in Las Vegas in 2029. So, hey man, they
never know, right? You just never know. This NFL is tricky, man. One team could be great the next year, and then they could be shit the year after that. Who knows?
But that's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of this game, that your team could go from dead last to almost making it to the Super Bowl, winning it all. That's the beauty of this game, man, that you just never know who's going to come out top. Yeah, you got you got your people that you're assuming are gonna win all the time, but man, give me that 1 year where it's just like, man, your team come out of nowhere. If everything aligns and does what it's supposed to do, you do that, you know?
No, that's fast. No, that's fast. Yo, so I was scrolling to Dolphins Twitter, and I found this beautiful gem by my current coach, Jeff Halfley. Man, to be honest with you, I never put a lot of stock into coach talk. I just don't. It's just coach talk. They're just gonna sell you a dream. They're gonna, and then you're gonna fall in love with them. Because I've been down this road many times.
Well, let me ask you a question on that before you move on that. So let's say, yes, I agree with you. You don't feed into the coach talk, but let's say that coach in year 2, he's proved himself. Again, going back to the Brady theory of
but this has nothing to do with Halfley. You gotta give me a second. I mean,
okay, my bad. Okay, I'm jumping the gun.
Of course, bro. Ben Johnson, he coach talking and he proved it. Of course, that's a good coach. Is that where you going with that?
No, I was just in general saying I wasn't going to bring up Johnson. If you want to bring him up, we could talk about it. But no, I was just going to say no. I was just kind of going with that.
Yeah, all right. I mean, so yeah, I don't pay attention to coach speak because why? For some reason, all these coaches that I've hired, right? They all just sound the same. They're all spewing the same shit. Yeah. Besides now, Halfley, and I remember this. I see a little bit of Halfley in that what I saw from Brian Flores. Now, Brian Flores, looking back on it, he was absolutely right about Tua. If Brian Flores was still here, this team, who knows where this team would be? Because he wouldn't have wanted Tua. He wanted Herbert. But that's a whole nother discussion. My point is, like, I haven't. All these coaches all sound the same besides these two guys. So I ran across a clip right here. I want to share with you guys. And it's all he's talking about culture change. That is exactly what Flores came here talking. Because what's our culture? We soft as shit. We can't play in the cold weather. We're this, we're that, we're this, we're that. And Flores saw that. So he tried to come and change it. Nobody liked him. His ways, he was too tough. They got him out of here. Now, Halfley's talking the same shit. I'm gonna let you guys hear it right quick.
I think you set a standard and you talk to the players about what the expectation is, and you hold them to it, and you make it very black and white. Is these are the things we talked about together. This is the standard that we want. This is how we're going to hold each other accountable, and then we're going to hold you to it. It's not going to be, hey, this is what we say we want, but then we're going to not show up on time, and we're not going to put in the extra work, and we're not going to do the little things that we're saying. That's not how it's going to work. It's going to be a shared vision, and then my job and our job as coaches is to hold them to that. Because if you're telling me you want to be up here and be this great, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sit down and have that conversation, and then don't get mad at me when it's 110 degrees and you don't feel like doing it anymore. I'm going to make you do it because you told me when you were comfortable in this meeting room in air conditioning that that's what you wanted, and I'm going to remind you of that. And I think that's a really good example is, tell me how great you want to be. Tell me what your goals are. I'm going to do everything in my power, so you better be on time or then you're full of it. That's not what you want. And then be very direct and honest with the players and don't give them any gray area. And I think the players, all the great ones that I've been around, they respect that. And it's not like a demeaning thing at all. It's I'm going to be demanding, and I'm not going to demean them. I'm just going to push them because they're going to want to be great.
Listen,
man. Listen. Like I said, man, I there's been two coaches in my little tenure that I can remember talking like this, and the last one I saw, he wanted us to be great, and he's saying all the right things. Now, obviously, he has to prove it, but he has the mentality already. He already got that in. There's no gray area. It's black and white. You want to be here or you don't. Don't be talking all that shit. Don't be talking all that shit before I draft you. Talking about yeah. And then it's 110, like he said, and you gotta get crying. Nah, you wanted this life, right? So you gonna be about it, or you're not, or you're not. Sure. You out of here. You out of here. I love that. I love that shit. So, I mean, obviously, we gotta see it in action.
Yeah, for sure. It's all gonna come together. It's a collective of individuals that have one goal, and the leader, the head coach, is the visionary, and the team is gonna follow what the visionary has. And it goes all back to saying, not just talk about it, but be about it. And it's players when they see that and they're like, okay, man, this guy is living what he preaches. And I think that's in general in life, man. If someone's living out what they claim, you know that, hey, man, this is what it is. And if you're going to, whether you like him or not, this is who he is, but he's honest with you and this is what he's about. So, yeah, man, you can't nothing. It's funny because I saw I don't know if he said it or the GM said it, Green Bay South. You kind of called it Green Bay South. Again, they bring in that culture, which is nothing wrong with it, right? It's a hell of an organization, right?
It's a winning culture. It's a winning culture.
Yeah,
the winningest organization in the league. Like they know what they're doing. They started it. They know what they're doing off rip.
Yeah,
and they're always relevant. They win Super Bowl. They do great things.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's funny, man. Like these damn Dolphins, man. I'll be like, man, I'm not listening to that shit. I'm not listening to that shit. And then little things like this just pull me right back in. It's like I can't.
It does, because it gives you hope. It gives you hope to maybe things are different. Maybe things are different. Maybe again, because like you said, Miami's known for just Miami in general, is have a good time. We chilling.
But you see, now they're not only saying the right things. They're also showing me, bro. Any coach in here, you got Waddle, you got Bradley Chubb, you got this, you figure out a way to keep them. Any GM, now he's like, yo, we can't keep these guys. They're not doing nothing for us here. Get out of here. We need to get some cap space. So it's like, not because they're bad players. It's just that we can't afford them because our previous GM put us in a horrible situation going forward. Yeah. So, but they're not only talking about it, they're being about it.
Yeah.
And that's what gives me hope, man, because it actually looks different. It feels different. Besides the Malik Willis, because if you ain't got no money, why are you signing a quarterback? But whatever, they must have a really strong feeling about this guy. So we'll see. We'll also see. But yeah, it not only sounds different, it feels different. So
listen, the last GM was all money in, push the chips in. Let's build, let's spend, let's bring in the high flash guys, and again, and for an instant in the bottle, it looked like it might work, right? I think one season you guys won 13 games or more. You guys were blowing people out of the water. And again, it just wasn't sustainable. It sounds like these boys are coming in here. They're like, we're going to break this down and we're going to start building, and it's going to be a process, but we're just going to hold each other accountable. And again, I think when you have that coaching staff, that culture, bro, anything can happen, bro. You can have just some guys on the team, bro. And it's just like, sometimes you look at some of these other teams, bro, you're like, I don't know who the second wide receiver is, but that guy balls. Why? Because they coached him up right. He knows the standard. They know what they expect from him. So, you're not always going to win with a bunch of all-stars, bro. You just got to have, I think they say most solid teams have maybe 6 to 10 blue chip players or guys that are like actual dudes. And then around it, you just got other role players that they come and they play. And I think that's what you're trying to build,
No, facts. But we'll see, man. Listen, the draft is 22 days away, so it's gonna be exciting. Oh, by the way, obviously, we're gonna stream the draft. No, we won't stream it. Last year we got in trouble for streaming that. But we're gonna join the people here, right, Frick, on a Friday night, I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's Friday night. That Thursday is my birthday. Is it my birthday? Yeah, my draft is always on the birthday. Yeah, my draft is always on the birthday.
Aren't you gonna be gone?
No. We're not going till Saturday.
Okay.
How can I put up the damn clock? Anyways, for sure. I mean, we'll remind you guys, but we're definitely gonna be here from pick 1 all the way to pick 32. I know it's gonna be a late night, but hey, we gotta bring it to the people.
We're here for. We're here for
That's what we're here for. All right, so let's end the night. Oh, I got two stories that I really want to get to. So let's go to our debate of the week. This time we're debating which running back would you build your team around? If you had a choice of any of these running backs, who are you taking? Go ahead, Rick. You can take it.
All right, for me, I mean, well, let's name them. So we got Damian Thomason, we got LT, we got CMC, we got Christian McCaffrey, right? We got Derrick Henry.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's for the people who who just listen to our show. They don't really like. They're not.
Maybe,
For
right?
sure.
All right. So you got Derrick
Still right
Henry,
there.
and then you got Peterson,
Peterson.
right? So if you were to build a football team, who would you start with? And I was actually surprised by your response, but I think we share the same idea. I would go with LT, man. Give me LaDainian Tomlinson. Like you said, reliable, man, just like amazing back. Just Tomlinson, bro. Just give me him, bro.
Yeah.
That's where I'll start my thing.
Right. So listen, man, I grew up loving Adrian Peterson, Mr. All Day. Like the guy was a bruiser. Man, his running style was just ridiculous, man. Physical. And then comes along Derrick Henry, a bigger version of him. I'm like, man, I love this guy. Bro, my favorite all-time running back is Eddie George. I grew up watching Eddie George. That guy was a bruiser. That guy was 6'3", 220 pounds. Bro, that's my favorite running back. Out of these four, the CMC is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. But my choice is LT. LT is just CMC on steroids. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster. They got the same skill set.
Yeah.
LT is just better. That's it. And on top of that, CMC, he's missed time for injuries. He's missed the whole season. I think twice, I believe now. So that also plays a factor. Longevity. You got to be on the field. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going with LT on this one here. This is damn good running backs. I mean,
listen, man. I don't think anybody that you would pick here where you would I think everybody has an argument. And put a comment below. Tell us we're wrong. Give us your thoughts. We'll answer you. We'll respond. But yeah, I think everybody on this list.
There's a lot of running backs you could have put on here, bro. Marshall Faulk. Jerome Bettis. I used to love Jerome Bettis. Nobody's gonna think about Jerome Bettis, but
you can put Barry Sanders on there. You can put Emmitt Smith, Sweetness. You could put like just a array of individuals. But yeah, this were just the four that came up that we were talking about.
Yeah,
so
let us know what running back we forgot. Who would you start your team with? What you wanted to maybe debate? Hopefully debate next week, because I think the last two times we've
agreed. I think we're gonna have to find where we don't agree on it, or we're gonna have to come on here.
So yeah, throw the comments down below. Basketball, don't do baseball. I don't know much about baseball. Do basketball and NFL. Yeah, do that.
We're gonna come on here. Yeah. Bernie Williams was the greatest of all time. Ricky Henderson. Jose be like, yeah, man.
All right, guys. So I have a few stories, but we ain't got much time left. My boy got to do. He's got to take a grown man stuff. So I'm gonna leave you with this last story here. Let's play the music.
Yeah, real news.
Like my worker.
I'm gonna have like this anchor suit one time. Yeah. I'm gonna have like this the suit and tie on.
All right, Rich. So I don't know if you heard about the story. There was a lady, and I don't know where she was. Doesn't matter. Okay. She hired these guys to work on her roof, right? And then after 3 days of them, they worked for 3 days.
Okay.
And right up to the point where they were almost finished, she calls ice on them.
Oof.
Not paying them the $10,000 that they were owed for almost finishing her roof. She calls ice on them. She even helps the men from ICE detain these guys that she hired.
Wow.
What type of human you got to be to do that?
Bro, you got to be a conniving, a swindler.
Cold, bro.
You got to be cold as ice. Not pun intended, cold as ice. You have to be cold like that. Yo, that takes when the definition of premeditated murder, right, is when you like plan this out, right?
You plan the shit out, right? Yeah,
this is premeditated murder right here. What this woman did.
Damn.
And yeah, dog. Like no, yeah, bro. Like I'm assuming with social media out there, has her identity been disclosed or anything like that, or is it just says this woman?
Well, it's much more to. I mean, not much more to the story. There's details. Let me try to find it.
Yeah. Nah, but listen, man. again, I understand there's laws in this country. There's ways of doing things to get here. But man, for you to like plan this out and say, I'm going to hire people that I would be curious to find out, like, how does she know?
No. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
What's up?
This can't be right.
Is it going
All right,
deeper?
Listen. Listen. It says the allegation, right? The workers and online advocates allege the homeowner, right, identified in reports as Karen Trevino. Karen, bro.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Shit up.
Like, this is like
you can't make this shit up. It says called ICE specifically to avoid paying a $10,000 bill for the roofing work.
Man,
you can't make this shit up, bro.
Listen, man. It just adds to the flame of the Karen. It adds to the flame. Now you actually have not just videos of women screaming and you calling them Karen. You actually have a Karen doing what Karen things does. And yeah, man. No, listen. I truly believe that, you know, what she did.
She said she didn't call ICE. The homeowner's defense, Trevina vehemently denied calling ICE, stating she is worried for her family's safety due to the social media backlash. However, her father, who was present, was filmed telling workers he is pro-ICE and believes illegal people should not be here.
I mean, I'll be curious to find out if the call, because, you know, the calls that people make to 911 but this is not like a call to police. I don't think it was it?
The felony risk. So in Maryland law, right, strictly prohibits using threats of immigration enforcement to obtain labor or avoid payment. If investigators find evidence that the call was placed to dodge the bill, the homeowner could face felony fraud or extortion charges. Yo, she better know what the hell she gonna say to this judge.
I mean, she better lawyer up. She better lawyer up. Because I'm listen, man. That put a smile on my face, because
if she did that shit to that, bro, she needs to get convicted big time.
For sure, man. Because again, you're exploiting people that they might not be here on right terms, right? But you're exploiting them, like you just said you're blackmailing them, bro. You're gonna use them and then call the authorities on them. So no, listen, man. That's a great. See, that's the type of law that I like in Maryland, man. That's what's up. That's good. Again, I feel bad for the gentleman that got roped up, because, you know, now they probably going to end up heading to go back. But yeah, man, I'm glad that she got, hopefully she
right.
what she deserves.
All right. We got a few minutes here before my man's got to go, but let's touch on the story right quick if you got time. So these guys in Missouri, casino heist, they stole 1.3 million. 1.3 million. So it's two guys. Long story short, one is at large. One he got caught. Okay. Now, how did he get caught? You ask me. The guy was a security guard there. He was working. He worked for the casino. They said he was planning his move for about a month with his boy, and so it's a guy tackled.
Are you sure this ain't Ocean 11? This ain't a movie? This ain't a movie?
It sounds like a damn movie. All right, and then it says the reason they found how they found the guy. They searched the car, the getaway car. The guy left his gun somehow. The gun was registered to him. The guy was registered to him, and then that's when they arrested him, bro. He was on duty. He went to work.
Hey, listen, he was like, I gotta keep doing my normal routine.
Right. I guess that part makes sense.
I guess he's like, I gotta keep my routine. I can't just call off of work. I gotta show up. And then they rope him at the job.
21-year-old kid, bro. 21. He's going to jail for a casino heist, bro.
Listen, goes back to the Puka thing, right? At that age, going back to being so young, right? Young and not realizing like the consequences that you're gonna face by doing these things, man. So one the security guard got caught, but the rest of them are still at large. The other two guys?
No, one guy. It was only two dudes.
Okay, so,
So the other one guy.
so they kept it small. It was just him and some other
It
guy.
was just They basically ran in there. They ran through the casino. They jumped through the little shit, the gauge, or they got to the cage, something like that, and they got
So
the
what?
They actually got out, which was crazy. They
Well,
got
that's what I'm saying.
out.
So where were the rest of the security guard? Where were the police at?
Well, okay. It says here the hero intervention as they attempted to flee. A casino patron tackled the suspect carrying the rifle. He had an AR-15 rifle, so he was ready.
Yeah.
A violent struggle ensued until the second suspect struck the patron multiple times. So his boy came in there, get off him, allowing both men to escape. No shots were fired, and the patron suffered only minor injuries. They escaped the getaway vehicle, a tan 1998 Ford Taurus, was abandoned nearby Howard County. Inside the car, investigators found the receipt, a weapon, homemade explosives.
Damn.
And then these boys was ready, man. These boys was ready.
Again, man. Damn, though, you again, I don't understand. Like it seems like they planned this thing out. It wasn't like, hey man, we're gonna wake up and we're gonna go rob this bank.
For a month. The security guard planned it for a month.
But then they leave the receipt and he leaves it like, dude. But you know what I'm really thinking, bro? Like, I think now in today's world,
panic, bro. It's the panic. It's the panic. They plan everything out, but they panic. You know what I'm saying? And they just, in the heat of the moment, bro, you just forget. You know what I'm saying?
I think with today's society and way technology is, man, and stuff like that, bro, it's so difficult. Like, people don't realize how difficult it is to get away with stuff.
They should have sent us a reminder on Siri. Like, Siri, remind me to take my gun out of the car.
Right, take my gun, or make a little Google note or something.
No, bro, but they actually got away though. That's the crazy part. They actually got away.
And what state was this in? Oh, Missouri. Okay, so this is
Missouri.
So, but where were because I know most casinos that we've been at, man, there's always police at the casino. There's a bunch of security guard.
Yeah, but listen, but the security works there. Like, so he knows like who's on shift.
He knows what's going on.
He knows all the shift logs, and it was done at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's like we're at least approximately 2:30 p.m.
Wow, so daylight.
So he knew everything. Daylight, bro.
I would have think that would have been like 2 a.m. or something like that, like middle of the night heist.
But think about it. That's the worst part. You got the most people there, the most security. You know, everything's heightened at 2 o'clock in the morning. Think about it.
Yeah. Probably, damn. So listen, man, damn. I'm sure he's beating himself up. Well, two things: that he got caught because he did that, and then now he's gonna be like, damn. Now I'm gonna be gone for a while. That's crazy,
time, bro. And you know what's funny? His bond is 1.3 million.
Oh, the judge is just playing with him. The judge is like,
They said, hey, tell your boy to come get you if he really care about you. I just want the money back.
All right, so. High probability that he's going to speak, right? High probability he's gonna rat out the other
guys. They already have identified him. They already know who he is.
All right. That boy said, yeah. This is who was with me.
It's a matter of time. He's 20 years old. Hollis C. Van Leer Jr.
My goodness, man. Damn.
Crazy. Considered armed and dangerous. Hey, well, guys. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I had a blast. I thought that was a good one.
A great time.
We had a bunch of topics there for you guys, from LGBT to Bulls to basketball to baseball. We ended up on a casino heist from Karen. You can't make these stories up. These are the type of stories we bring to you guys every single week. Tap in, like, share, subscribe, all that shit. Do it. With that being said, Rick.
Peace out, man. Thank you for the weekly huddle. We'll be back next week, guys, and we out.
Peace.